talked about the fact that we felt it was really important, given what's happening in the market today, for us to focus the core of the first 12 sessions anyway, heavily on lead gen marketing and sales, and bringing in the people to support us to do that. So we both know a lot about this, but also bringing in the guest speakers to support us where we can, or actually showing them the tools that they should be using and doing walkthroughs.
We're going to show you how to do it, but then start thinking about what you want to accomplish. So for example, if you want to create an email campaign, we're going to be able to, the agents will be able to, we'll show them exactly how it's done. And I think crafting who you are, your tone, and what you want to accomplish in your marketing strategy and your branding, I think we'll be able to show that with these tools that we're going to have, that it'll be so fast. They'll be like amazed. So I can't wait to actually just show some of the examples and the case studies that we're going to have.
Yeah, I agree. We designed this bootcamp to be every 2 weeks, to only be an hour, and to be live virtual, so people can be together, they can ask us questions, we can help people work through whatever the topic is that day. So let's say our topic is lead gen. You and I discussed how within that session, our goal is to first of all be live, because this is stuff that's changing rapidly. It's really important that everybody sort of gets a few minutes, I think, of seeing it in action. But not only that, most of the tools that we're going to be starting with are really quick to implement and don't require a huge time investment to get a huge benefit. So I think one of the things that's really exciting for me is they'll walk away from a 1 hour session with an enormous amount of stuff that they can implement right away. There's no question that this is instantly implementable. But the other thing we talked about was, we're going to give them real life tools that they can look at from solution vendors in the marketplace. We're also going to be bringing in guest speakers, as we talked about. We've got a bi-weekly email, or maybe weekly, depending on where we go with it, that's going to give them a prompt that they can practice, all that great stuff.
I can definitely say utilizing AI, I mean, it is going to transform anyone's business. For agents, you can get things done in minutes versus hours. So you can imagine just like taking your phone and you're in the gym, and you could write a listing agreement while you're stretching in 2 minutes. I mean, not a listing agreement, but a listing description for the MLS. So I definitely think you don't have to be techie.
I think so too, and the part of it that I think what's so different about what we're trying to do with everybody through this boot camp is just give them an opportunity to see it live in action and then go apply it. See it, go apply it, see it, go apply it, and have this support from us. Replays will be available from all of the sessions for anybody that's signed up. With everyone's schedules, there's no question that it'll be, some people won't be able to make it every 2 weeks, but they can also, jump in there like whenever they want. So one of the things that I think is really critical about what we'll do as a group is keep sort of curating and focusing. Like, this is what you really need to do to accomplish, your lead gen. I think one of the highlights of this for me is this idea of curating just for our real estate agents, period.
This is to give you tools so that you can continue to increase your sales, increase your lead generation, streamline your processes. It has different price points as we launch. So we're launching in October. We got $29.99 for first 100. Then it's, I think, $39.99 and then $59.99. So that's even at $30 a class. I believe that this value is huge.
And I think just a reminder that it's every 2 weeks. So that means there's 2 classes a month. So they're just that price you've just mentioned, or those price levels you just mentioned, are monthly. So if they're spending $29.99 a month, they're getting 2 classes, they're getting all the guest speakers, they're getting all of the resources we're developing. They have the peer-to-peer group. They've got the prompt emails that we're going to be sending out, as well as a bunch of other things that you and I are working on. This is an enormous value for virtually nothing. I mean, if they find a couple extra hours a day or a couple of deals, or we can save them a day a week working on their social or whatever it is, then it's not only is this a humongous return on investment, but it's, it just can't be missed. There's no question that this is going to be integral to their business. So, the idea was to design this in such a way that it's as easily consumable as possible. And that's where you know, I've been training people for 25 years in this space, and this model, I believe, especially for this topic, is the perfect marriage. I really see that. And I'm really excited about you and I leading the group and bringing in other sort of experts by topic. I think is going to really make it rich. The other thing I'll just quickly mention is we also said that there's no commitment. It's month to month. So if they don't like it, they're not using it, whatever, which I can't imagine anybody doing, that's fine. They can cancel anytime. We always have that risk-free guarantee on all of our programs. But the other part of it is, you know, you and I are working with some of the vendors and others to provide more perks and goodies and bonuses. And one of the ones is yours. So maybe take a second and talk about what everybody gets when they sign up. That's from Real Cheeky.
Well, they get the first AI digital sidekick. Okay. So it's called Agent Sidekick, and it's sort of like in Suits, Donna.
Yeah.
So if you want your own executive assistant that actually deals with the transaction, this is like the precursor to complete transaction coordination, which we're going to automate all in AI. So they get this for free. So they get Agent Sidekick and we'll probably do a demo, maybe a separate demo. I'll invite the agents to, they can go to an on-demand and see how it works.
So I personally think that sounds like a lot of the really sexy stuff that we're offering. I will say that everybody can go to hiveologie.com/AI Edge. We'll put the link underneath the video too, so people can go in. Just a reminder that if you want to be part of the first group at $29.99 a month and lock that in for the first 12 sessions, this is the time to do that. So, you know, at some point it might just get too big. So we may have to sell it out, and that's just going to be the end of it.